Hello class 7. In today's class we are going to start chapter 1 unit 2. Chapter 1 unit 2 it is part of the chapter 1 computer hardware components. The unit 2 we are going to discuss some peripheral devices. Now listen, a computer cannot work on its own unless it is supported by some other devices. Alone it cannot do any work. Okay, so a computer cannot work on its own unless it is supported by some other devices along with the CPU to complete the system. So these supported devices are known as peripheral devices. These are known as peripheral devices. They mainly consist of input devices, output devices, and secondary storage devices. Okay. So once again, what are the peripheral devices? A computer is supported by some other devices along with the CPU to complete the system, and these devices are known as peripheral devices. So they are input devices, output devices, and secondary storage devices. Now let us discuss one by one. An input device can be compared to the sense organs like our eyes and ears. We take the information in our body through our eyes and ears. Okay, so we use our eyes to see and ears to listen. In the same way, a computer uses the input devices to accept the data and instructions. Okay, so the input devices send the data to the CPU for further processing. So what are the input devices? Input devices are those units through which we send instructions and data to the machine for processing. The different types of input devices are like keyboard, mouse, light pen, scanner, web camera, and some more are there. Okay, so input devices are units through which we send instruction and data to the machine for processing. So in this chapter we'll be discussing all these 5 input devices: keyboard, mouse, light pen, scanner, and web camera. The first input device is keyboard. See, it is keyboard is the most widely used input device. It is used to enter data into the system, into the computer system. A keyboard has 4 types of keys. There are how many types of keys? 4 types of keys: numeric keys, alphanumeric keys, function keys, and special character keys. So numeric keys are from 0 to 9 for the 10 digits, 0 to 9. Alphanumeric keys are lowercase a to z and uppercase a to z. Small letter a to z and capital letter a to z. Function keys, there are 12 function keys. Where to where? F1 to F12, F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6 till F12. And we have some special character keys like hash sign, percent sign, at the rate of, less than, greater than, question mark, asterisk sign. These are called special characters. So when a key is pressed, whenever a key is pressed, the data type on the keyboard directly passes to the CPU for further processing. Now the second input device is mouse. See, mouse is called a pointing device because as you move the mouse, a pointer moves on the screen. Okay, so mouse is a pointing device. It is connected to the CPU. You must have seen it is connected to the CPU. The old mouse had a roller at the bottom, not nowadays. Nowadays we are using the optical mouse. No more the rubber mouse we are using now. It is outdated. So the old mouse had a roller at the bottom on which the upper part rolls. As the ball was moving, roller was moving, the mouse pointer used to move. An optical mouse has a light source at the bottom, at the base means bottom, to detect the position of the cursor. So as you move the optical mouse, the cursor moves. A mouse has 2 or 3 buttons and a scroller to move the screen. So nowadays most of the mouse they had 2 buttons only, and a scroller to move the page up and down. A scroller for what? To move the page up and down. It moves on a soft rubber pad. It moves on a soft rubber base called the rubber pad. With the movement of the mouse, a pointed arrow, that is called mouse cursor, a pointer, moves on the screen. As you move the mouse, the pointer also moves, the arrow sign moves. So this arrow on the screen is used to select items from the menu. As you click, the item will be selected and the mouse is taken to the desired place and then click to get the task done. Single click or double click to get the task done. See, nowadays we are having the wireless mouse also. The wireless keyboard and mouses are also there in the market. It is not connected to the CPU box directly. A wireless keyboard and mouse are used for computers, tablets or laptops and run on radio frequency, infrared and Bluetooth. They are run by the radio frequency, infrared and Bluetooth technology. A wireless keyboard or mouse can be connected using the RF technology, radio frequency technology. RF means radio frequency technology, with the help of two devices, that is a radio wave transmitter and a receiver. The radio wave transmitter is inside the wireless keyboard. Where it is inside the wireless keyboard, the radio wave receiver is plugged into a keyboard or mouse using the USB port. It is a small size. Once the receiver and transmitter are plugged in, the computer recognizes the keyboard and mouse, and wireless keyboard are also based on infrared technology that use light waves to transmit the signals to other infrared enabled devices. But in case of radio frequency technology, a wireless keyboard communicates using signals which range from 28 megahertz till up to 2.4 gigahertz. And sometimes the Bluetooth technology is also used in wireless keyboard. Bluetooth also is used, and mouse. These mouses connect and communicate to other parent devices via the Bluetooth technology. Then we have one more pointing device, input device, that is called light pen. See, the light pen is a pointing device which has a pen-like structure. It looks like a pen. Inside the pen, there is a photo sensor. Okay, it detects the light, which detects the light. Okay, inside the pen, what is there? There is a photo sensor which detects the light. The pen is placed on the screen of the monitor. You can draw anything by using this pen. That sends the light signal. It sends the what signal? Light signal. The photo sensor transmits its equivalent signal to the CPU, and the photo sensor transmits it to the CPU. This enables us to draw a picture directly on the screen. And on the screen, whatever picture you draw a triangle, draw a circle, draw a pattern, draw flowers, it will be drawn on the screen. The pen is generally used in CAD. CAD means computer aided designing. For the architect, they use this light pen to draw the diagrams. Okay, that is called CAD, computer aided design. Next one is a scanner. A scanner is an input device which allows the user to take the images of the text or photographs from the source. Okay, you can take the photographs, text can be scanned. The images can be saved onto the disk. You can save in on the hard disk, or you can save in the pen drive. Okay, so you can save it on the disk for further processing. Generally, flat-bed scanners are used. They are similar to photocopy machines. The document, it can be text or photographs, is placed on the glass scanning surface, just like photocopy machine, and a mechanically driven scan head passes beneath it. A light passes beneath it. The scanner captures high-resolution images with outstanding quality. It captures the high resolution with outstanding quality, and that can automatically be sent for further processing. A scanner performs the following three functions. The three functions are: a scan, it captures the images that can be saved as a file or sent to an image editing application. You can do the editing also. Okay, It captures the image that can be saved as a file or sent to an image editing application. Copy, it scans the images and sends it to the printer to get a hard copy at the same time. Last one, email, it scans the images and delivers it directly to the email editor. So these are the three functions. So in today's class we discuss the input device: keyboard, mouse, light pen and a scanner. So okay, whatever is discussed, please read and learn. Thank you.